Thank you so much for taking the time to review data with me in regards to weather ads and its potential implementation here at Amazon for weather informed decisions in regards to advertising and content. Now, I think there is quite a bit of opportunity here, especially because when we look at other instances where weather ads specifically as a brand has been used for marketing, we see year over year sales increase for Stella Artois Cidre. Their cider, they had a lift of year over year sales of 65.6% during the time period in which their weather responsive campaign was run. Of course, if we're thinking of warmer weather, cider is going to be more refreshing. So they were advertising at specific times to drive those sales of cider. Additionally, we saw a 34% traffic uplift using weather ads, specifically for Redoute, using a weather-triggered ad campaign that showed different clothing items based on weather conditions. And this traffic uplift also, of course, generated more sales. And this was an offline channel, not online specifically. Now, the two areas that we are going to be looking at are Charlotte, North Carolina, and Austin, Texas. And so from 2020 through May 26th, 2024, we see a 17.3% increase in spending in Charlotte, North Carolina, or excuse me, in North Carolina as a state specifically, and in Texas as a state, we see a 15.9% increase from 2020 as of May 26, 2024. Now, when we first look at Austin, I compared snowfall and rain versus spending. So the first chart we see rain versus spending, and you can see in times of increased spending, we do also sometimes see those weather patterns with rain being a motivator. And overall, rain between zero point 0.8 and 1 inch can boost sales up to 4%, which is a pretty interesting point. Now, in snowfall, we see a decrease in spending overall by 20% in the state of Texas. And in Austin, we can see those trends be consistent. There are some spiked times. We see the spending, of course, above, but then we see when there is increased snowfall, we don't see that, higher jump up in spending the way that we do with rain, more consistent lifts there. When we compare Charlotte, we see Charlotte's rain first, and then we see their rainfall and their spending do have some correlation, but something that is different in Charlotte is that when there is increased snowfall, there is also increased spending as well. Rain isn't the only thing that drives people to spend in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is a region that deals with snowfall better than Texas does. North Carolina, in particular, as a state, spends 18% more on days where there is snowfall, but that is a snowfall of below 4 inches. I think that's very interesting because this can be an area where we can market certain types of goods. Now, Amazon specifically holds market share in 5 specific categories. We see 97% in batteries, 94% kitchen and dining, 93% in home improvement tools, 92% in golf, which in rain and snow is not the most beneficial, but then 91% in skincare. So, a few of these categories can have items that pertain to these different climates. And if we're thinking about using weather ads to launch specific ads at times, I think this can be something that is extremely beneficial moving forward and could create a lift in the already great revenue that Amazon sees year over year.